Right, the previous video is quite long, so I've cut it into 3 parts. So this is part 2, continuing the series of alternative lifestyles featuring motorhome living and featuring Zoe, John, Bertie the bus and the dogs. Please enjoy.
What were some of the toughest challenges you faced and how did you overcome
them? Biggest challenge, I would say condensing everything down. If you imagine your house, or I had a house and it was quite a big house because I built my own house, you have a lot of stuff, and to move it into a motorhome, wow, you have to really condense down. In fact, I sold all my furniture, I gave a lot of stuff away, I reduced all my clothes, Zoe reduced her clothes, and we brought it onto Vandin way, and it was still way too much stuff, so we had to do it again.
Yeah, we did it 3 times, didn't we? Downsized.
Yeah, and we actually came to the rule of if we've not used it in a month, then we don't need it.
Yeah, but we found out we don't really need that much stuff. We had all this stuff in his house, but we don't need it.
So it was a challenge, scaling everything down.
Yeah.
You miss your bath, don't
I do.
you?
Oh, yeah.
You miss a hot bath.
I do. I do miss my bath.
Yeah. Everything else we've got on the motorhome that we need. And I'll tell you something, it's liberating not having so much stuff, because you begin to realise what you don't need, because whatever we own is on this van.
We found out you don't need half as many clothes as what I had, so...
Yeah, so we don't have the expenses of going out to B&Q and buying whatever you need for your house, for redecorating it, or anything really. We've got everything here. We don't have to garden. Our garden moves all the time. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
So we don't have expenses like that either. I don't really see the challenge. Challenge of driving a big motorhome was a bit of a challenge for me to start off with, to be fair. I soon got used to that. It's a bit of a challenge finding places to maybe park up sometimes.
Yeah, it can be sometimes, but most of the time it's been pretty good.
It can be a little bit stressful for me sometimes.
Yeah.
That's it really. I don't see
nothing major.
Nothing major that were a major challenge for us to adapt to, other than stuff. Too much stuff in your life and materialistic things, and you really don't need them. And that's such a weight off your shoulders to be in a motorhome and everything you've got is actually here. And that's it really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Got used to it, didn't we? And that with that challenge over.
Yeah, and I don't actually mind the space. I love living in this amount of space. I found that you don't need that much space to live in.
Yeah. You think it's easy to keep clean, and I tell you something.
No, it's harder.
It's hard work.
It is harder. Because you make a sandwich and the whole kitchen looks a mess.
Yeah.
It is
constantly cleaning.
Constantly cleaning.
We class this as our home. This is our home. So
a few things out of place makes it look a mess because it's smaller.
And having 2 dogs doesn't help, really, does it?
No.
But we wouldn't be without them.
Oh no.
But we have 2 dogs, and they're laid on the floor at the minute. One's under my feet and one's in back, and they're not small dogs. So that's a bit of a challenge sometimes when you've got, especially when you've got wet dogs and they've been on beach and they've been at sea, which they love to do. Yeah. That lovely doggy smell could be a challenge. But our dogs have the best life ever.
They do.
Absolutely have a fantastic time, and we won't be without them. It won't be the same without our dogs.
They keep us busy, don't they?
Won't be the same doing this without us dogs.
And this one's a good one because you've got 2 dogs. So how do you find it living with 2 dogs in a motorhome, and how do they find it?
Right, as dogs. 2 border collies, as you've seen, and we only had one to start with, which was Millie, which was my dog. She's 7. You wanted your own dog, so we got Bodie, and he's now 6 months, and we've had him from obviously being a puppy. He was nearly 7 months, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the only reason we decided to get another one were because of the life that we can give a dog. Because obviously we're not working, and we go to that many beaches and sea, and Millie loves being at sea. And we just wanted to give a good life to another dog. and to enjoy where we go and the walks that we go on, and we're always active. Zoe goes running every morning with them, don't you?
You do, yeah.
5 miles every morning.
Tire him out.
And then we'll come back and then we'll do a walk, or we'll go onto the beach and they'll go in sea or a river or wherever we are. They just have the best life ever for a dog.
They don't know it, but they have.
Millie does. Obviously, Bodhi's, that's all he's been used to. Would not be without our dogs. They just make it. I mean, it's brilliant motorhoming, but to have these dogs with us is just
we get so much attention
else.
when we're out. They get, don't they? We get stopped so many times.
We get, wherever we are walking with them both, we get stopped and asked questions about them, and people come and chat to us, and we love that side, and they love to pet them. And the travel in the motorhome, obviously they are anchored in. We have a seat for 2 adults because there's a travel for this. So they're both anchored in on this seat here when we're driving. At night time, Millie will generally sleep. We put a cover, it's not on now because we've shown as much on, but yeah, we do have a cover over that. Millie sleeps on there, that's her bed basically, and Bodhi just sleeps where he wants to sleep. He'll sleep in one of the chairs, or he'll sleep in the floor, or they'll swap over. And yeah, we just have to stride over them, that's all. You just get used to it. It won't be without them. We love it. We love them, don't we?
Yeah.
And again, has made it much more sociable for us.
It has, yeah.
And the videos we've got of them, which if you followed us, you would see. Yeah, it's just brilliant. They're just on the go all the time because they are very active dogs, aren't they? Which is good for us.
But we are pretty active, aren't we? Well,
yeah. Well, you're more active than me.
Yeah.
But we do a lot of walking, don't we? Yeah. So I think does that cover everything? Yeah, we're good. Yeah, covers everything. Yeah. Is there anything else you need to know? Send us a message, or I don't know. Get in touch with us somehow and ask us a question. If you're thinking about doing this, or you're just interested in it, just ask what you want. Okay.
And now everyone's really interested in what it looks like, so can we have a tour of your motorhome? Show us inside and out and its best features.
Yeah, right. Quick tour of our home. It's a Adriasonic A-Class. We didn't buy it brand new. It was a year and a half old when we bought it. So I'm just going to show you around it. It is for birth, and we'll show you. So you've got your habitation door. Start off with, and I'll just kind of take you around. So we have got obviously a privacy blind, and then we have the first TV. This pulls out and turns, goes back. So we have a big TV in his living room. That's that, and then obviously it stores away, out of way. Then we have, this is the control panel. So that's for the heating system, because we've got a heated floor, because it's a double floor in our Sonic. Got your lights, water pump, and if I touch this, we've got battery power, engine, and then how much water we've got on. Basically tells us what we've got, whether we need water or anything like that. This is how we made it ours. We've got a home, a little boat up there. Got a seagull. Living the dream, love that. Okay, that's that. And then obviously we did it on the seaside theme just to make it decorative. We just did a bit of a fishing net with bits and pieces in it, didn't we? Then we have obviously the seat we've been sat on. Then we've got the seats that turn round. So it's the driver's seat and the passenger seat. The blinds that we pull across to make it all private. And then obviously it's on a Fiat cab. 2.3, it's 180 brake horsepower as it's been remapped. We do have storage at side here that lifts up. That's that. And then let's pan round. We've got 2 travelling seats here. These cushions. The table moves around. I can pull it out like that, and I can turn it in any direction you want, because we've got extra seating down here. And round, we have had 8 people sat in here around this table. A bit cramped, but it worked, didn't it? It was alright. We've got the drop down bed. I'll stand up at dogs here. The drop down bed which is at the front of the motorhome, and this first skylight there. Yeah, so basically Zoe's just pressing a button here. So if you want to just drop them 2 seats down, Zoe. So this is the spare bed. We don't use this bed, as Zoe strides over dog number 1 there, on sleep on floor. Yeah, so basically you just fold seats down on that one.
I'm not doing it.
My assistant's doing this. Look at you. The assistant, I don't know what she's doing apart from breaking her back. But
I'm not going to do it fully, am I?
yeah, put them right down. The people need to see how low this bed actually goes. If you're going to do a job, do it right. If you jump out, darling, and then collapse them, jump out of the way, I'll do it for you.
Okay.
Just hold that, and I'll just collapse these seats. So basically, you just turn back, drop right down like that. Easy as that. Like that. Watch dog number 1. Them out of the way. This cushion is just magnetic. That just pulls off like that, and then this. I've turned lights off. Don't worry about that. Turn lights off even more. There we go. Press wrong button. Right. So that's his other bed. It's a big double bed. It's always made up-ish. We've got another big skylight underneath, touch screen, and you can pull the curtain across for privacy. Like that, but it is a comfortable bed, that, isn't it? It's quite a big bed.
Yeah, I love sleeping up there.
And it's easy to get into because it's quite low. You've got quite a good headroom, haven't you? Yeah,
plenty of room. You can actually sit up in bed.
There is ladders that goes with it. We just hop on seat and straight into bed, don't we? When we have used it. And then the button is here. That's the button that goes up and down. You just press it up. And up it goes. And back in. Right way back up to the top. And that's it. Come. I'm 6'1", and I can quite easily stand under this bit. I know it tapers down, but that's normally when you're getting back in seats. But I don't bang my head anywhere on this motorhome because the ceiling height here.
Yeah.
It's plenty of.
It's quite good if you're tall, isn't it?
And then that just goes back on there. Seats go back up like that. And that one back up like that. That's it. Yeah. Okay. That's that. That's that. Then the kitchen. Move on to the kitchen, shall we? Just watch out where dog number 2 is here. Right, so we've got gas hob, 3-ring gas hob, which is all we need. And then we've got sink. We boil the dog food in it as we rock and roll. Sink. And then we've got a little oven, gas oven down there, drawer at the bottom. 3 drawers here for pop out, cutlery, all that type of thing. Another drawer at the bottom there, which just suffices. And then if I turn round, we've got a full size fridge freezer, like that, which works off gas when we're off grid, so it doesn't drain battery. Another cupboard above. Above me is the air conditioning unit, which came in handy when it was 42 degrees. And then if we scan around, we start coming into the back now.
Wait a minute, John, I'll show you this. The underfloor storage.
Yeah, because we have a double floor.
Yeah.
We have double storage, we have 2 floors. So basically it's heated underneath the floor, which is brilliant in winter because it's such a warm van. And it's a wet heating system. So we have a boiler, an expansion tank and everything that goes with it. But yeah, it's such a lovely warm van in winter, isn't it?
Yeah.
No matter how cold it is outside, it only takes an hour. Takes an hour to heat this van up, and it's boiling. Right, moving into the back. So in the back, these are fixed beds again. So this is where me and Zoe sleep. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, you got 2 single beds. Cupboards above, another skylight. 2 single beds. But there's a trick to this. Because then you pull that out. Comes all the way out. You drop another cushion in that, which makes it an absolutely huge bed. I mean, I don't know. What's a king size? Would you say it's bigger than a king size? Is it queen? It's huge bed when we laid in it. Huge bed. So yeah, that slides back like that. Without cushion getting caught in the way. Like that somehow. And then we've got another TV up there. And what else in here? On here, yeah, go tuck up there. Because we live in it full time, we've got stuff all over the place, as you can see. Cupboards above. We've got cupboards below, they open. Set of drawers there. Another cupboard there. And then we've got another wardrobe there. Another 2 drawers underneath. Like that. Steps up to the bed. And then we've got storage in them, they lift up. More storage, and then we've got the bathroom. So basically all I'm doing is this door here opens, goes all the way across and shuts there. And then now we've got an ensuite, and this is the toilet, and then sink. And then we have a cabinet, a mirrored cabinet. Again, we've put pictures up just to make it homely. So yeah, it's good enough for what you want. That cabinet slides across, and then we've got stuff in there. Of course, lights at top. Got lights everywhere. And then I'll show you shower. So we've got a shower here. It's getting out of focus. Shower. Skylight above. Shower doors, this opens, and then there is another light in here, I don't believe, there we go, that's better. Shower, another radiator in there to keep us warm, we're having a shower, don't know why we need that bit yet. So it only takes 5 minutes to heat water up, doesn't it? Right, I'll show you outside. Watch your mum and doggies. Put the outside light on. We parked in the car park at a minute. And this is Bertie. The outside light. We have a side awning that comes out. It's the outside light. There we are. So this here, that there is the external gas point, because we've got a barbecue. And what we do is basically we wind all this side out, and we've got an awning and everything, and it all sets up. And we connect barbecue to that, and that's brilliant. This one here is the toilet cassette, and it flap just drops down. We pull cassette out, and we obviously empty it at Elson point, so any facility really that takes it. This one here is a TV point. Then we've got fresh water fill up, that one there. That one there is, it's a 12 volt. Don't use this one really, but it's a 12 volt plug. Because sometimes if you've got like a container full of water, you can drop a submersible pump in and pump it into your water, but don't use that. I have a really big garage at the back that goes all the way through. Loads of storage in there. Big garage, that's what attracted me to the motorhome. Like a big garage because we've got that much stuff. And I was at the back of the motorhome, my number plate up to above. And then it goes right way up Adria. And then if we come round this side, obviously that's the other side for the garage. We come round. That's the gas bottles. I was saying earlier about the LPG. We just connect it here. That comes off, and we just put nozzle in there, connect, and just fill the bottles up, and that's it. That's all we do. That's for the boiler, for the boiler, and then we've got AdBlue and obviously fuel. Cabinet underneath just to put bramble in, really. Zoe's go. I fitted these that locks extra, just for extra bit of security, like that. And then if it come round front, there we are. Here's your top there, and that's it. 7.495, I think it is long, 7.5 meters basically, 2.3 meters wide. With the aircon unit at the top, you can't really see it, but it's 3.1 meters, allowing for aircon unit. So when we're doing bridges and stuff like that, I would bear that in mind. And then, oh yeah, another one here. That's for the electric hookup when we're on site. Basically, when we're on electric hookup, we're on 230 volt, so all the sockets inside become live, the 3-pin ones. When we're off grid, we're on 12 volt.